Hey YouTube, it's been a while. I miss you guys. Excited to make today's video. To be honest, I've made it a couple times already. I've made it when there's too much wind or the lighting wasn't right or my car was dirty and other crap like that has happened. But I just want to go through real quickly the new car I bought and why I bought it. I'm not gonna mess around. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you I bought a 2015 BMW M3. And I'll be honest, I used to hate on the M3 a little bit. I used to think it didn't sound very good. I used to think it was compromised because of the power plant. You know, I thought it was too spiky in the delivery of its power. But full circle, I went ahead and bought one. And so I'm gonna go ahead and just explain why real quick. So the M3, it just started to make sense. You know, for when I sold the M2, when I sold my Lotus, when I sold those other cars, I decided that I wanted to get back to the roots that I really liked. And one of my favorite cars I've ever owned was my 2013 C63, and that's just because it kind of did everything. You know, it was fast, it was comfortable, it was sporty, it sounded amazing. You know, all those things together really made me like that car. And so going forward, I was like, well, okay, if I'm gonna get a car, let's go ahead and get something that kind of does everything for me. So my criteria when buying a car was I wanted something with over 500 horsepower. I wanted to be able to take it to an autocross. I wanted 4 seats. I didn't care about 4 doors, but I wanted 4 seats. And I wanted to be fast. I wanted it to out-accelerate other cars when modified. And I really wanted the option of manual because my last 2 cars were manual. And yeah, when I started thinking about it, okay, preferably a European car, over 500 horsepower when modified, possibly a manual transmission, 4 seats. You know, when you put all those things together, you're really only left with one car. I mean, and it was this one, an M3. And so, even though my initial dislike for the car was present, you know, like, the more I started thinking about it, the more an M3 or an M4 just made really good sense. You know, these cars, when modified, they're insane, and mine is modified, obviously. You know, I had to do that. So I went ahead and bought a 2015 M3. I bought it with just about 50,000 miles on it, which is the most miles I've ever had on any car. But I got such a good deal on it, and I'll be having it for a few years, that I just figured, whatever, I'll just go ahead and do that. Like always, guys, when you buy a used car, you have to buy one that has been completely optioned out. I think you guys know that when you're gonna buy a car on the secondhand market, a car that's fully loaded versus a car that's bone stock, when they're selling, the algorithms of, you know, dealer pricing and auction pricing, they're about the same. So you go ahead and you buy the most loaded out one for the same price, and you're the winner. And that's what I did. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk you around the car real quick. I hope it's not too windy, so I can show you some of the cool things that have been done to it. So let's just go ahead and do that. On the inside, because we're already here, honestly, it's a pretty basic one. You know, it's got all the options that you can put on it with the driver assistance, the Harman Kardon. It's got the carbon fiber interior with the black leather, and that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted something a little bit more sedated. Okay, now that we're out, I have the carbon fiber roof, I have the carbon fiber wing mirrors. Step out, the big thing you're gonna notice is the wheels. I have satin bronze Vorsteiner 20-inch wheels front and back. It looks insane. When I bought the car, it came with the black kidney grills and a splitter. My splitter was cracked. It was actually a Vorsteiner splitter, and it was cracked, so I went ahead and bought one myself. This is called the lightweight front lip. I'm gonna step into my garage so you can see it a little better. I think it looks so aggressive. I really like it. Walking around the side, of course, it has blacked out accents coming around back. It has the In Performance rear diffuser. Oh, sorry, not diffuser. What is that? Spoiler. Down here we have the Vorsteiner diffuser. And a big reason why I bought this car, guys, is it actually already has a full Remus race exhaust. It sounds really good. Non-resonated. It's the best sounding M3 I've heard. So that's really great. Of course, skirt plate. I'm going to show you a couple more things. Alright, coming in here, we have the carbon fiber engine intake or cover. Don't really know why previous owner went ahead and bought that, but he's more than welcome to. And then the Dynon intakes. That was something I thought was really pretty neat. Those are like $2,000. The car has been PPF'd. I mean, the previous owner, I calculated it all up. He also had Dynon Stage 2 installed on the car. I went ahead and took that off. I put on my own tune, the BMW M3. Since I got the car, I've done a few modifications. I've tinted the front headlights. I've tinted the reflectors, front and back. I've done little things here and there. And the big one probably is just the way it sounds, you know. For me, that was really big. I'll start it up so you guys can hear it. It might not be as great from inside here, but let's see. I think it's really pretty cool. There's a little button on here. I hope you guys can hear it. All right, let's see. I don't know how much more apparent that was for you guys, but it just got way louder on the inside. I'll turn it off so you can hear it. Can you hear that difference? One more time. I'll turn it on. It's way louder. My friend calls it a captain's call because a boat, you know how they have a little button that turns the exhaust from the upside of the water from the downside. But it's really, really, really loud. I really like it. I'm trying to race a friend of mine who has a tuned AMG GTS. I raced him once in a mild tune of this car, and we're pretty neck and neck, so I'm going to try to get that going out for you guys. But let me know what you think of the car. I think it's honestly just a perfect daily, and I'll make another video about that. I've already autocrossed it a few times, and it kicks butt. It's got springs on it already, and the previous owner changed the camber on the wheels and whatnot, so it handles really, really nicely. At the moment, it's all I can think of, guys. Let me know what you think of the car. I personally really, really love it. I think it's a great daily, and I think I'm going to keep it for a while. I know I say that about all my cars, but we'll see here. If you have any questions, let me know. We'll talk to you guys later. Subscribe for more. See ya. Have a good day.